Yo, it's your boy Black Chat, long face, skinny body, and we back still black with some more Fireboard to anime manga content, and we are here to chapter 74 review. Before we end the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash the like button, share with your friends, and let's hop right into the discussion.
9 mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make one chiliocosm. 1 chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
I see a little iffiness about the release of this chapter, and me, I had no qualms whatsoever. The previous chapters, I could also say, I could nitpick like probably what they could have done better with this, could have done better with that, could have probably taken a little less time focusing on this or a little less time focusing on, bro, this chapter was very satisfying for me. I'm not gonna be like, oh, it was the greatest chapter in the world. Mind you, I'm gonna give it a very high rating out of 10, but I don't have no complaints, no problems, no takeaways, no add-ins or nothing. I enjoyed this chapter with all of the aspects that Ikimoto and Kishimoto placed into the story, the comedic aspects, bringing in fresh faces from my shorty Moegi. You know what I'm saying? Team 10 in the gang, my nigga Shikadai holding down the fort, and Sarada staying true to her Uchiha bloodline. This chapter is starting off fresh with Eida and Daemon pulling up and just taking everybody at the train station by surprise, from my guy Sai to this man Shikamaru. And I ain't gonna cap, give it up to Shikamaru, because he's out here being affected by Eida's power, but this dude is out here trying to assess the situation. He's trying to understand, damn, Amato is sus as Amato has always been, and he's looking at Daemon like, all right, so this must be Shorty's little brother, you feel me? Thinking of all the things that he's been thinking about since understanding this whole plan be put into action. Eida takes the initiative because already letting her know, bruh, I can see all things, you know what I'm saying? I can hear all things, so don't act like you need to escort me anywhere. My guy Sai is out here trying to escort Shorty back to the room. It makes her way, and that's when she comes across Sarada, Mitsuki, and the rest of Team 10. And let me tell y'all this, my boy Mitsuki done did it. My boy Mitsuki, he's officially went through the last childhood phase that he needed to go through. Man's been so obsessed with Boruto since day one. He doesn't really understand the joy and surges of emotion, feeling all of these emotions at once. And Sarada's asking him, is it okay? It's between either Konohamaru passing out or Mitsuki. Mitsuki had 2 moments this chapter. He was like, yo, I don't know what the fuck I'm feeling. And then there's a time after, Eida's done affected everybody in Team 7, everybody on that rooftop except for Sarada and Shikadai. They didn't get a good look at her face. And then, either Inojin or Chocho suggesting maybe we should go down and get a better look at her face. Mitsuki is the first motherfucker that says, yes, that is a great idea. I never thought I'd see the day. This man, Mitsuki's acting so out of character. And I really just enjoyed the fact that we get to see how Eida is going to be, her presence is going to have an affection on the Hidden Leaf Village. Whether or not they're going to be confined completely to, the premises, a certain, area around and inside of the house that they will be staying in, or will there be times where Eida and Daemon will be allowed to roam free? At the end of the day, who can stop them if they decide to do such a thing? Now, Konohamaru pulling up on the scene was hilarious. My nigga Konohamaru, it took me back to OG Naruto days. I'm talking about sexy jutsu Konohamaru days, because this man's face, he looked like he was plotting, but he couldn't contain himself in order to continue plotting. Because I feel like, given the chance that Konohamaru kept his consciousness and his composure, we definitely would have been seeing, some peeping strategies, left behind by my guy Jiraiya, and ultimately followed up by my nigga Naruto, probably still being kept in secret. But Konohamaru has not forgotten his tendencies. However, Eida was just too much for my mans, and I knew Konohamaru was going to take an L, but he really went out. He tried to hold it in like a G, but he really went out with a bang. You feel me? No pun intended on that. But we finally got the big moment of the chapter where we got Daemon, Eida, Boruto, and Kawaki all in the same vicinity. And of course, Daemon's going to let niggas know what's up off of rip. And it should already be apparent to y'all that Daemon was gonna dog wash these niggas, right? So already understanding Kawaki dog wash Code before Code had his limiters removed. Code understood once he got his limiters removed, Kawaki would have been no match for him. Kawaki hasn't got stronger since that point. And understanding Momoshiki and Kawaki were fighting on equal grounds during that time when they both had the karma seals fully activated. So now seeing what Daemon did to a no limiter Code who already understood he was able to wash Kawaki previously, Now, what do you think Daemon is going to do to both Boruto and Kawaki? He doesn't even go as hard when he's fighting these niggas, because in his whole battle with Code, there was at least 2 instances where Daemon wasn't necessarily like angry, but he was very frustrated with the things going on in the battle, like Code constantly moving around, not staying still, and Daemon trying to really focus a hit on Code. This time, he's toying the shit out of, he's toying with these people. And honestly, I'm just enjoying him. Honestly, it was very calculated decision on Daemon's part. It can't be looked at on the surface level as very childish, but Daemon plainly says it in the chapter. I'm going to let y'all know off rip. Don't try anything funny just because this is y'all's home. Don't think y'all have some type of authority over us in any way, shape, or form, because any minute, if I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I have to, I would just dog wash everybody here. And I'm going to let y'all know right now about whooping y'all asses. So that's basically what that ass whooping was. You see, Boruto and Kawaki, being the real niggas that they are, they wasn't finna take no shit talking from Daemon's suite. So even before he started throwing hands on these niggas, they started swinging. They was like, you know what, we ain't finna let none of that go down. Kawaki's getting washed. Boruto's watching Kawaki getting washed. He can't take no more of it, and then Boruto ends up getting washed. And he knocks both of them out, and they just wait for mans to wake up. Now, upon waking up, Eida finally is able to have some type of dialogue with both Boruto and Kawaki, and we could see the kind of nervous predicament she's put in a situation where, like, you constantly think about how you would act or how you would carry yourself going about the situation, and now the situation is brought forth towards you. Everything you thought about has gone out the window. In a sense, now all you can do is try your hardest to keep your composure together and not lose face and not lose character. And we can see that here with Eida, because not only obvious reasons, Kawaki is going to be having her speechless, being in the same room, being in the same breath as this nigga, but we also have to understand Boruto has that potential to have that effect on her as well, though it's not as strong as Kawaki because she's actively seeking out Kawaki himself. But Boruto has tendencies to be able to have that effect towards Eida, understanding that they both aren't going to be affected by her love jutsus. But we finally got all 3 of them motherfuckers here together, and it's going to be lit. My nigga Boruto's already trying his damnedest to keep things together, but now I feel like that they have a good understanding of why this nigga Daemon is going to be living with them, and how this nigga Daemon can wash anybody, not only in that house, but damn near in the entire village, in the entire world. There's no point of having any type of aggression or any type of hostility in the situation for the time being, but rather just getting the grounds laid out and everything used. More serious aspect of the chapter, my nigga Amato is finally gonna be able to reveal. Now, if I could take like anything I said this whole video, I would say that I just, give us one little thing, but it was just the perfect slip in right there, because, you know, after everything, after all the comedic aspects, after all of that, you know, relief, because there's a whole lot of relief this chapter, and Eida finally making it to the village, Eida finally coming across Kawaki and Boruto, you know, meeting and seeing them face to face, Daemon actually swapping hands with both Boruto and Kawaki. So it was a whole lot of relief and satisfaction throughout this chapter. So going throughout the chapter, there's a whole lot of things that you would probably think that you've been wanting to see. Obviously, for the time being, that we didn't get to see this chapter, but understanding it was been set up, it has been leading up to, and it's going to be revealed in a very climactic and a dramatic way, being Amato's secret, Amato's reasonings for doing everything he's done to Kawaki. And we understand, all right, he's ending off the chapter telling everybody, yo, I'm gonna let y'all niggas know, Naruto and Shikamaru's out here listening. I just need a couple of cigarettes first, and let's get down to the business. And I really want them to start off this chapter right there, smack middle in the meeting. I don't care if we spend the entirety of chapter 75 smack middle in this damn meeting. All in all, I really did enjoy this chapter. I was very, very relieved. I was very, very satisfied with it. I don't have no personal complaints about the chapter itself. Very great introduction leading into the build-up, leading into the climax. So going into chapter 75, man, this nigga Amato better have some bombshells for us. That's the only thing that will make this chapter bad. And that would be having the contents of next chapter have no progression towards the story or building off of, you know, some of the events that's happened this chapter. So if we don't get to see anything dealing with Naruto, Shikamaru, and Amato, which I find that hard to believe, it'll be very disappointing. But there's going to be more to discuss in videos to come. Overall, for the chapter review, I really did enjoy Boruto chapter 74, and I can see why this nigga Mitsuki was the cover, because he was the most out of character ass nigga this entire chapter. Leave your thoughts below. How do y'all feel about the chapter in general? Until our next video, holla at your boy. I'ma holla at y'all. Black shit out, yes sir. Ski.
We take a trip to the sky, show them that our limits too high. Cocoa butter hips on the west side. She said